Hi, I'm here. This is my grandfather's cabin. I love coming up here to get away from it all. Away from the city, away from my problems. It's so peaceful. Just the sound of the waves and the trees swaying in the wind. There's a lake near here. The locals say it's cursed, that anyone who drowns there never really dies. They just become part of the lake. When I was a kid, my cousin fell in. We were swimming off the dock and he just disappeared under the surface. The water's so murky you can't see anything. We couldn't find his body. The police did a search, but they didn't find anything either. They just marked it as an accident and closed the case. But I never believed that he died. I felt his presence here in the lake every time I came to visit. I could feel him watching me from the trees. I could hear him walking behind me just off to the side. I could feel him, but I couldn't see him. Then 10 years later, I came back to the lake. I was 18 at the time, and I hadn't seen my cousin in all that time. I hadn't seen any of my friends or family since I was a kid, so I decided to swim out into the middle of the lake, thinking that maybe I would find some answers. Maybe I would find my cousin. And at dawn, as the sun was rising over the trees, I saw him standing in the middle of the lake. He was perfectly still, like a statue. And for a moment, I thought he was real. But then I realized that he was the same height as my cousin. He was wearing the same clothes as my cousin, the same shoes, the same hat. And even his face was the same as my cousin's. It was exactly like seeing him again. I shouted his name, and he slowly turned around. His eyes were empty, like they weren't really there. And his mouth was moving, but there was no sound. And then he just vanished under the surface. Now every night I hear knocking under the dock. It's 3 slow knocks, like someone's waiting for me to come back, waiting for me to let them in. And I know that if I ever do let them in, they'll be waiting in the darkness with their cold, dead eyes, and I'll never escape. Not only will I drown, but I'll join them in the endless night.